Hello all, me again, Showboating Trader, Phil, woo, that guy. I went to a video on the building of the Showboating Trader actually, and by that I mean the kind of website and why I was doing it. So um, I don't know how well you remember this, but I basically set up multiple phases to my approach of kind of this entrepreneurship journey. So first phase was that I wanted to read X books. So I gave myself 3 months to read 11 books, and I've been doing all the reviews on that. Hopefully you've seen some of the reviews going out, which has been cool. And I then started to want to work on actually kind of a bit more planning and consolidating some of this, which is all up in my phase two video. But what was also in phase two was I wanted to try out some of these things I've been learning, basically. So you start, part of the vision that I've got is to be able to make money online, work remotely, work time independent, and all of this. And a lot of it sits on the fact that you've got all these different skills. The fact that you can go out to get internet traffic off of Facebook and bring it in, this kind of concept. The fact that you can automate things and do all that. So, it's very much, my back of my head going, yeah, I'm learning all this theory. And I know you're supposed to say action things, but I was fine. I was learning all that theory. And then I was going to plan and do the kind of business kind of stuff of, where's the benefit I can add, where's the value I can add onto a new product or what have you. But at the same time, I was thinking, yeah, this is all great, but I don't have any of these tools, So I thought, well, how am I going to change that? How am I going to learn about these tools? And that's when I thought, well, let's try it with something that I know about and that I'm already doing. So that's why I effectively came up with the idea of using the Showboating Trader, coming up with the Showboating Trader to explain and feed back on my journey. So hopefully it can be a log of me going from just some guy that's fully employed and not really understanding any of this stuff to somebody that's making money out of it and maybe, I don't know, less employed, shall we say. And my journey through all that, because it's well, I'd be interested in it, I mean, you see all these gurus online going, yeah, I've got all this. And don't get me wrong, they're massively helpful. I follow a lot of them, and it's great. But, most of them are already up and running. So anyway, I just thought it'd be a good way to I thought that there might be value. So from a value adding perspective, I thought there might be value in explaining to people what I'm doing. And then from my side, I'd be learning all about the tools and trying to get this stuff across, which is obviously quite important. So that was the idea. So, right. So how did I come up with the actual site? So before I did any of this, I was trading, right? So it was the trading that got me into this entrepreneurship thing through the people I've been meeting. So trading is fine. I'm trying to demonstrate, we all know that, I'm trying to demonstrate, can you make money out of short-term trading, blah, blah, blah. So that's all going on and doing that. And then I kind of got led into this journey of, trading's great and you can demonstrate a return. But really, if you can set up business to fuel the pot that then gets traded on, that's how you make more money, right? So then the entrepreneurship bit came along. Where am I going with this? Oh yeah, okay, so anyway, back to the tools, right? So this is about the creation of this website. So I actually already had Showboating Trader over on Blogspot going on, okay? Not many people know that that's there because it was basically just a log of all my trades going on. So you'll see the format's not that indifferent to what we were doing before, to what I do these days, but it's it's a bit more basic. I don't think anyone ever looked at these things, okay? It just sat there as a website. I did stick a video on here because I was starting to try and engage people. But again, I think this was very close to when I did it. Anyway, so I had that. Now, so I wanted to build more to it, add value to it, and it not just be a journal. And I quickly kind of realised that Blogspot is very simple. It's regarded as quite a simple kind of blogging platform. And it's fine for blogging, but I wanted to be able to kind of customize it, add things to it, have complete flexibility to do things with it, integrate with it more easily, all that kind of cool stuff. I also would say I probably wanted to dive in a little bit deeper than maybe I needed because, again, I wanted to make sure I have a platform that I can trial stuff out on. So even if I don't really need it, if there's something I want to try out, I need it at the start, if there's something I want to try out, I want to be able to do it there. So I basically then learnt that WordPress is the way to go for this. And WordPress is separated into, basically they have two offerings, one which they kind of host, so you can sign up and do stuff there, and then there's ones which you can host yourself, so it's an installation. And when I say host yourself, you obviously host that somewhere in the cloud somewhere, so you buy some hosting space. So that was the option that I decided to go for. So I had to go through setting up things like a proper hosting platform here. So I've got, I don't know, I've got a cloud dashboard and all this stuff with some quite fancy website stuff in here. So I had to set that up. You just pay for that. Fairly complex, to be fair, but it's doable. I do have a bit of a head start because I'm an IT nerd, but it is doable. Yep, so I set that up. I then learned how to install WordPress on there. So that's a completely new product to me. So I installed WordPress on my new hosting. I then learned how to migrate all the content from this site here, Showboating Trader, into my new WordPress site. So that was like a massive step because I wanted this content. So that was a big chunk there. And then once you've got WordPress, this is the kind of thing you get, right? So you've got pages and posts and themes and comments and widgets and all this stuff. So I had to learn all about, you know, the underpinning things of this product. Now, as I say, I do, you know, have a bit of a head start on this because I understand all the topics because I've been doing it as a job. But people can learn this, right? It's not that hard, and you don't necessarily have to do it this way either. You could do it more simple. But anyway, yeah, so these are the kind of technical things I was learning. At the same time, I was kind of thinking about, right, what's this website of mine going to be about? You know, what do I want to get across? And that's when I came up with the idea of, okay, well, this is going to be a site about me and my journey. And the main three things I'm interested in is it's got to be short-term trading because that's where I started and that's kind of what I was already doing. So that's my trading bit going on in there. I then thought, right, the entrepreneurship could be helpful. This is going in entrepreneurship. It's about me developing those skills to be able to provide, you know, value-adding businesses. And then there was another section as well because short-term trading I do look at as like kind of, it's not as short-term as some people might have, but you're looking at maybe a few weeks maximum length for a trade, right? Whereas there's also investment. Now investment sits in the middle. Not the middle, you know, it's the other end, whereby you might invest for X years or whatever. I consider that to be, you know, it's a more proven model, if you like, from my perspective. I've made money through investments. I'm still trying to demonstrate it on short term. But anyway, they were the main three sections, okay? And I just, so I basically designed the site around that. So I had to come up with an information architecture, and then I had to kind of configure all these widgets and all of that. So there were lots of kind of researching online, how to do this, because I kind of got the concepts. So now you see, what I'm able to do is I can go into these recent trades here. I'm able to go into WordPress. Where's one here? So I create a beautiful losing trade there. So I create a post here, GBP Aussie dollar minus 51 quid, and I tag it short-term trading. The minute I do that, it will appear and publish it. It will appear here in my recent trades. So that's kind of what's going on in this site. This is kind of standard content management stuff if you're from my world. But that's basically what's going on all over the place. I'm tagging the information and then it's getting rolled up. See if my site's still alive. It died earlier. And then it's getting rolled up into these different areas here based upon what it's tagged with. And that's how it's done. I mean, it doesn't have to be that complicated, but it is. But it is the way I've done it. So that was that. So there's a lot of learning about WordPress, migration. Obviously, I had to buy the domain Showboating Trader and direct that, direct all the traffic to go to my new site. I had to do things like link to Facebook here, work out how this worked, and then videos, which I'll come on to in a minute, and design. So there's loads going on there, and that was a really big steep learning curve. As I say, two reasons. One, I would like to document this journey for people, and two, it's for me to learn the tools. So I was learning loads of cool stuff there. Okay, and it takes a while. I'm not lying. You know, everyone says action, just go out there and do it, right? And I get why people say that. I really do. You know, it's the classic entrepreneurial thing. Just go out there, take action, and do it. Okay, because people hesitate, and I do that with loads of things. But people hesitate, which calls you to and ah and that. But I don't think I've been doing that because for me, I really wanted to hone these skills on something that was, well, I just wanted to practice these skills. You know, this is basically, I call all of this my own kind of bespoke entrepreneur degree course is what I call it. But anyway, Yeah, I'm kind of waffling a bit here. So yeah, that was kind of the start of Showboating Trader as the site, but then there's all this kind of supporting stuff that goes with it. Okay, so I had to create a YouTube channel. Never done a YouTube channel before. So I'm in here and I've got all my videos. Are there, and you can see all the videos that are coming in. Again, I don't have loads of hits on these videos. Some people seem to really like them, others don't. Maybe in the future people will like more of them. But again, I'm not really fussed, because what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to add value and get people to look at it. But I'm also just trying to, try this stuff out. And I've no doubt that, the thing is with the internet, things kind of happen exponentially. So you start off really slow and then things gather a bit of momentum and then more people pile in as your kind of traffic becomes a higher source and all that stuff. So all this is going on in there, which is pretty cool. I had to do other things like, so I've actually had to monetize my videos or turn on the features for that. That was for the scheduling side of things, which I can probably talk about now. Yeah. So if you want to schedule your videos content, i.e. that means they go out at a specific time, you have to turn on specific settings, which mean you have to monetize it. However, I haven't actually turned on the monetization for much. So some of these older videos, the older videos, I think it auto applied them, but I'm letting that roll. They're monetizing that they put adverts on. Excuse me, I'm hopping around. They'll put adverts on your sites. Up to you whether you want to do that, but it's probably not what I want to do, because it will ruin. I don't know, I think it just ruins the experience. And again, I'm not really about this for money. Getting a few hits on YouTube, for me, this way isn't going to be where I make the money. I want to add real value from other products and, proper services, which I believe in. This is all free stuff. This is all good. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, scheduling of posts. So what I've got... Yeah, we can do this bit now, because I will explain the chain. So you can schedule a video to go at a specific time, right? So if we look at, actually, let's not do this one, because let's look at one. So I've got videos which are waiting to go out at the moment. So this is great because it allows you to record all your content, up front. How are we doing for time here? I don't want to bore you to death. 12 minutes, that's not too bad. We can record all our videos up front, in a block, and then publish them at specific times. So where's one? I swear there's one. Yeah, so this one here is scheduled. So this is one of my book reviews. Let's have a look at, if you go in here, edit, you can see it's usually here. Yeah, scheduled. So in this box here, you get public, private, scheduled, whatever. So I've got it to be on 13th of October, which is in 3 days' time at 7 p.m. Which is fine. That will go out. And so I've got all my, all my details in here. Which is fine. Interestingly here, you can tag all your YouTube stuff and do all that. So people searching for business, entrepreneurship stuff, they'll find you here. I've got links back to the actual article, because each one of these things has an article on my website, and a link to my Facebook page, which we'll come on to in a moment. But anyway, that will publish at 7 o'clock, which is fine. What I then also do is, because I've got the link over here, and then I've got that embedded over, which one was that? I'll show you the actual thing. So this is short eMyth. eMyth. So yeah, over in here, you'll see that I've got this scheduled for 13th at 7:10. So what that means is the YouTube video will publish, then the page will publish. Simple as. So that when the page publishes, there are people that follow this site, which I didn't even realise was on, but it is on, because you can sign up for alerts, so they'll get an email about it. But we'll then get into the next interesting thing. So not only do we have that, we also have the Facebook page. Okay, so you get the idea that YouTube publishes, then we get the Facebook page publishes, and then that gives you, it goes out basically to press goes live. Now also I have a Facebook page, and over here I have various bits of content and lots of my videos and that, blah blah blah. So what I noticed was happening was that I was spending a lot of time kind of doing it on YouTube, publish manually, then I go and create a page, publish that manually, and then I go take the link, and then I go and publish that over in Facebook, which isn't really the dream. Excuse me. So the next step to push on from that was to try and automate that. Now there's a thing called if this then that. Hang on, if this then that. So it's worth having a little look at that. If this then that. Let me get this right. Yeah. So hang on. If this then that. See if it finds it properly. Yeah, okay, so and here you are. So this allows you to connect things like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, WordPress. It allows you to connect all these things up. So again, this stuff isn't hard, but it is time consuming. Yeah, that's the thing with this. And this is the thing I found with all this business stuff, to be honest. It's not hard, it's not rocket science, but it is work. You actually, you have to do this. So I spent spent some time researching if this then that, and then that now allows me that as soon as I get as soon as an article gets published on my website on WordPress, in effect, it will publish a snippet over here. You can see it saying published by if this then that IFTTT, and how it goes, and you see my ugly mug and all these things, and then some other comments and that. So that's that really. So yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I want to add on to that? Probably not. No. So I mean, the idea is that I've managed to try this stuff out. I've got like different types of content which I put out at different times. I do have that planned. I'm trying to share the journey, trying to add stuff. Oh yeah, the other thing I've been doing with this, which is really value adding, is Facebook likes. Okay, so I've been running, is Facebook ad campaigns. So if you look on here, I've got, I've got about 400 people following, 463 people like Showboating Trader. And I've got 35 of my friends. So I haven't pushed this out to my friends in the slightest. Some of them have found me organically. Some of my other trader friends, I have told them, in fairness. But the majority of people on this are from paid adverts. So I've learned how to, use the advertising infrastructure on Facebook, which is massively powerful. Again, it's all this learning stuff. I can't really start an internet business where I rely on Facebook ads without having done some ads. And there's mistakes you make along the way with that, and then there's different things you can try. And I've just been running really basic ones, but I want to start doing things like A/B split testing and all the rest of it. But yeah, that's that. So just to give you an update on my progression, that was phase 2. I wanted to learn the skills, try out some of these techniques, which has been happening. So we've got YouTube, we've got WordPress, we've got Facebook page, we've got Facebook ads, we've got automated scheduling and publishing, and that's it. So I will continue to build on this, and I will continue to let you know how it goes. I hope this is helpful in some way. I don't know what's going on in there. We'll get rid of that. I hope it's helpful in some way, and let me know if it is. Leave me some Facebook comments. I'd love to hear the Facebook comments and likes and all that, because I really want to help out, and I hope this is helpful. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because we are 18 minutes in, and time is very valuable to all of us. So make sure you focus your time on things which help you out. Speak to you later. Live the dream.